Pakistan and Telangana State Association, Hanuman Foundation, Sydney Mall, Saya Touching Lives, Dawa, and Gujarat Samaj. These are the organizations is organizing this candle vigil for Sri Lankan. Now we know that so many people lost their lives, around 250, and this event is supported by you. First, I invite Lord Mayor Andrew Wilson to say a few words. Thank you, sir.
Sri Lanka is a very beautiful place. I have visited it, went up to Kandy, saw the tea fields laying out like carpet. The people there will...
I just request Charles Kamajuli to say a few words.
Thank you. I'm here on behalf of Jeff Lee, member for Parrmatta, and I've just got a few words to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to be here today representing Dr. Jeff Lee, MP for Parrmatta. He has given his apology, harmony and live our lives, and importantly, raise our families in loving peace. My dear friends, I thank you for hearing me. I'm honoured to be here with you, and Jeff Lee thanks you at this time of remembrance. God bless. Thank you.
Sorry, once again, I remember yeah, many people has to say a few words, and I'll ask, just like a brief and a few words. Now I request S.K. Varmaji, Indian Consulate, and Sir.
Honorable Lord Mayor, Councillor Samir Pandeyji, Councillor Marinder Singh ji, and all the community members, leaders present here. On behalf of the Indian Consulate Sydney, I offer our deepest and heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families, friends and relatives who lost their life in those horrific and terrific serial attacks carried out at multiple locations in Sri Lanka, including the churches on Easter Sunday. It's a very sad act of violence, and our prayers are with those who are still injured, and we pray that for their speedy recovery. And terrorism, friends, has no religion, and it doesn't know any boundary. Terrorism, any act of terrorism, it needs to be condemned at the highest level in all its forms and manifestations. India has long suffered this kind of international terrorism, and it has been a victim of such kind of activities. And therefore we can understand the pain and suffering and the anguish which our Sri Lankan friends, our brothers and sisters are going through. So time is not, it's very short, so I would like to thank you, the organizers, for giving me this opportunity. Thanks.
Request S.K. Varmaji, Indian Consulate, and Sir.
Honorable Lord Mayor, Councillor Samir Pandeyji, Councillor Marinder Singh ji, and all the community members, leaders present here. On behalf of the Indian Consulate Sydney, I offer our deepest and heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families, friends and relatives who lost.
What happened on Easter Sunday. Not long ago, we were standing here among some of you, and for the attack that happened in New Zealand. Losing life is terrible in any circumstances, but to lose life in the way it happened in Sri Lanka is absolutely my heart goes out for families. I heard of the gentleman from Melbourne, I believe, who lost his wife and daughter in the attack. He was in one of the places.
For those souls who have been lost in this tragedy, I first acknowledge that we are meeting on the direct land and pay my respect to the endless past and present. Recently, besides this Sri Lanka, we had attacks in New Zealand as well, and changed the whole narrative for the for this terrorism. Like somebody justifies it in one way and then another attack to justify the previous one. So you can't justify violence just for the sake. Doesn't matter whatever your thought. The civilized society gives you freedom for your thought, but that freedom doesn't give you the right to kill somebody.
Respected ladies and gentlemen, distinguished Lord Mayor, dignitaries, councillors, brothers and sisters, good evening to you all. First of all, I would like to thank the traditional owners of this land, Daruk people, for giving us the great opportunity to live in peace and harmony, which is
single list representative, say few words.
The recent victims of the cyclone in India and remember them and who are affected and misplaced at this moment. Yes, we categorically condemn the vicious, brutal attack on our motherland on 21st of April.
Mothers, the brothers, sisters, grandparents, partners and friends, uncles and aunts who are grieving. We understand your pain. The road to recovery is going to be long and hard, but we are here to hold hands and we stand together in this difficult journey. We hope that this tragedy will...
Now I request quickly Dawa President Mustafa ji say a few words.
Very good evening to all the dignitaries, community leaders, community members. It's a very sad moment. We have gathered here for this Sri Lankan attack on Easter Sunday. It's a very heinous attack, and it's very shameful, I can say, towards the humanity what have been done. Like the families were having
now surviving with their memories of the dear ones. Nothing is easy. We know that. So let's do prayer together. I'm gonna say a few words in Punjabi, and I would like you to join just very in solidarity. Guru Sahib, aap ji di bakshish, aap ji di kirpa, sanu sareyan nu ਇੱਕ ਮਾਨਵਤਾ ਦਾ ਸੰਦੇਸ਼ ਦਿਓ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੀ ਜਗਾਓ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
Out of that, and all of a sudden we have seen the New Zealand one and can't understand where the world is going on, but all of a sudden Sri Lankans ones, especially on the Easter Sunday where everybody was offering their prayers, that's a brutal attack, and we condemn it. And from Indian diaspora, whatever support we need for the Sri Lankan community, we are here.
I'd like to thank the United Indian Association and all the associations that are united in this for bringing together this vigil. In particular, to Indu for inviting me to come to this event. And when I spoke to Indu a few days ago, I said to her, it's really important that we bring in all the Sri Lankan organizations.
Christian.